Rayanam namaskritum Naram chaiva narottamam Devim sarasvatim vyasam Tato jayam mudirayat Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Idam bhagavata nama Puranam brahmasamitam Uttama shloka charitam Chakaran bhagavan rehe Nishrayashraya lokasya Dhanyam swastiyayato mahat Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. So this is the Canto 6, Chapter 3. Yamaraj instructs his messengers. Text number 29. Jivana bhakti bhagavad guna namadheyam Chaitascha shmarati tachcharanarabindam Krishnaya nanamati yachchira ekadapi Tan anayadvamasato krita Viṣṇu krityam Boliega. No? Jivana bhakti bhagavad guna namadeyam Krishnaya no namati yachira ekadapi Tamana yadhivaduso krita Viṣṇu kritya Jivana bhakti bhagavad guna namadeyam Chaitascha smarati tachcharanarabindam Krishnaya no namati yachira ekadapi Nananayadamasato krita Viṣṇu kritya Jivana bhakti bhagavad guna namadeyam Ladies, chant. Jivana bhakti bhagavad guna namadeyam Chaitascha smarati tachcharanarabindam Krishnaya no namati yachchira ekadapi Tamanayadvamasato krita Viṣṇu krityam Jivana bhakti bhagavad guna namadeyam Chetasthana Smarati Taccharanarabindam. Piva, the tongue. Na, not. Bhakti, chants. Bhagavat, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Guna, transcendental qualities. Nama, and the holy name. Dheyam, impapi, even once. Tan, them. Aniyadvam, bringing before me. Asataha, the non-devotees. Krita, not performing. Viṣṇu krityam, duties toward Lord Viṣṇu. Jai. So Prabhupada ki jai. Kunagari Maharaj ki jai. Okay, translation. My dear sir, what kind of sinful persons? Those who do not use their tongues to chant the holy name, feet of Kṛṣṇa, even once, and whose heads do not bow down, even once, before Lord Kṛṣṇa. Send me those who do not perform their duties toward Viṣṇu, which are the only duties in human life. Please bring me all such fools and rascals. Yeah. So Yamaraj is talking to Yamadutas, and of course the story, everybody knows the story. Ajamil was nice, Brahmin boy. He saw one Shudra and Shudrani engaged in lascivious, lusty activities. Yeah. And so he became contaminated by material desires. He tried to resist these, but he couldn't resist them. So eventually he found the Shudrani. He married her. He had so many children by her. He named his child Narayan. Yeah. So then at the time of death, the Yamadutas were coming. What do the Yamadutas look like? Yeah. Huh? Very ferocious. Yeah, pigs have very stiff hair on their bodies, right? The Yamadutas have the same kind of bristly hair and everything else, So they came, and Ajamil was terrified, and his son, little boy Narayan, was playing nearby, and thinking of his fallible soldiers will help me, he cried, Narayan! Yeah. And then, out of the sky came the United Nations peacekeepers on bungee cords with helicopters, with laser-directed Hellfire anti-tank rockets, and the Ujjain municipal police department was outgunned. Yeah. So they had a discussion, right? Sections of the Vedas which prescribe certain things. For example, Prabhupada says we Brahmanas should learn Parashara's Dharma Shastras till we can instruct the Kshatriyas. So I found a copy at the University of California. And after that, I heard in different room conversations, I heard Prabhupada quoting from them, from Parashara's Dharma Shastra. And he gives different kinds of expiations, atonements for different sinful activities. For example, if you have an animal, some bull, and you're making him work too hard, and finally he just falls down and hurts himself, that's sinful. You're going to have some reaction from that. So to become free from the reaction, you do some prayaschitta, some atonement. So the prescribed prayaschitta is that on the first day of the moon, you can eat 28 robin eggs sized mouthful. Day of the moon, you should live on hot air. Okay, now you've paid for this sinful reaction. Okay? So that's the idea. The Yamadutas say this, We're informed police officers. But then the Viṣṇu Dutas say, you don't know anything. Because behind this, there is a more subtle law. Right? If show our respect to the king. The king is pleased when we follow his laws. Okay, yeah. But if we're just thinking of it as the laws and don't respect the king, that's not a very good situation. So then the Viṣṇu Dutas said, you don't understand the higher principle, which is surrendering to Viṣṇu like that. And he did that. So all the rest of these things are automatically adjusted. Okay, so leave him to us. So then the Viṣṇu Dutas, Yamadutas, went back to Yamaraj. Yeah, more close or close. Okay. Hari Bol. Okay. Then I can't get back to Yamaraj. And they said, just how many goddamn controllers are there in this universe anyway? Like that. And that probably says that was their whole attitude. They were just these gross guys, and they were really upset with Yamaraj. And they were so upset that unless Yamaraj could go back and chastise the Viṣṇu Dutas, they were going to commit suicide. So they came in like really just gross, upset, and everything else. And just, how many damn controllers are there in this universe anyway? And Yamaraj said, calm down, guys, calm down. What happened? They said, well, we met these people and that happened. And he said, oh, my goodness. Okay. He said, look, I tried to tell you about this, but you didn't want to hear about it. You just wanted to be the big police officers and controlling everything. But above me, above everyone, is the Supreme Lord, like that and so on, And so now then he tells them that these people are not subject to my activities, is bow down one time for the deities, and you're off the list. That's pretty generous, right? Pretty generous. One time you come to temple, pay your obeisances, and the Yamadutas are not going to come after you like that. Or even it says you say the name of God one time. So how many people in India say the name of God one time? Everywhere. Who's the father of the country? Who's the father of the country? You all know this. Come on. Has a monument. Huh? Gandhi. What is his first name? Mohandas Gandhi. Okay, so it's like Mohan. What does that mean? It means Cupid. Yeah, it was named for Cupid. Mohan. It doesn't mean he's a servant of Cupid. Like that. Servant of Mohan, Krishna. So everything. It's a very pious world in India. But if you go other places, as far as I understand, there's not even really a name for what we did before in the beginning. The offering, the boga, will be left on the altar when the curtains opened. And it was very inspiring to see everything been offered to Krishna. So that was the standard. And at some point, the standard was it was removed before. And so in Japan, Prabhupada told them to remove it before the curtains opened, because the Japanese are so impersonal that if they saw someone offering food like that, a very personal meal, they would just say, oh, this is just some sentiment. These people don't. Yeah, look all over the place, Yeah, it's interesting. In God we trust. Everybody else pay cash. Yeah, it says like that. They didn't get it. Yeah, okay. But it's right there on the money. And not too long ago, maybe 5 years ago, there was a movement to remove it like that, And Americans said, no, we wanted one nation under God in there after World War II. But it's still there. That's the direct statement. We believe in, we offer our obeisance to the flag and one nation under God. In India, on the money, what does it say? Little slogan there. Huh? Small. Satyameva Jayate. Satyameva Jayate. Satyameva Jayate. Yeah. Yeah. It's there. The culture is there. So Yamaraj is giving a very generous thing. Just one time. At the time of death, people, they call out so many things, right? The pressure's on. They say out. And the airplane pilot has something like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It's about something like that's all they had. He was suddenly flying a 640,000-ton aluminum glider airplane like that. And can you make it to this runway? No. They had simulators later and nobody could have made it. Actually, I love you, forget everything I said the morning. Yeah, our plane's crashing, I love you, goodbye. It was they made a movie out of it. It was a very interesting thing. It changed everybody's life. They have a whole ritual worked out. They have a sadhana. They practice these things over and over again. When there's a problem on the airplane, you can't think. The stewardesses, they have to know what to do by, at heart. That's what it says. At heart, they have to know this, not in the brain. So they know that when the pilot says these three words, brace, brace, brace. That's the last thing they chant. They could easily chant, Christ, 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 Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. Yeah. So this is what he's saying. What is in the heart of these people? It says that. They do not remember the lotus feet of Krishna even once within the heart. So many times I learned a little bit of mountain climbing, and you go all the way up, and then you put a rope, and you put a big rope, maybe like long, maybe 30, 40 meters, and you jump off and go down on the rope and go all the way down to the bottom and get off like that and pull the rope through. But one person, he misjudged it. Usually the time of death, they say one of those things, oh. In English, I know what it is, yeah, or else, oh, And that's their last consciousness, yeah, Muladhara chakra. Other people say, oh, God. You hit your thumb with a hammer in America. What do the carpenters say? Oh, God damn it. Is that good? What kind of chanting is that? It's namabas, right? Yeah, namabas. And you're liberated by saying, oh, God damn it. It takes away the pain. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's namabas. So this is all Yamaraj requires. And all you got to do is when you hit your thumb, you say, oh, God damn it. Then Yamaraj says, okay, close enough. That's how powerful the holy names are. That's how powerful the holy names are. This whole section is such an instruction on the potency of the holy name. Yeah. So these two verses, and so that's the general perspective. And then Prabhupada, in the purport, is focusing on Yamaraj's last requirement. Purport. The word Viṣṇu Kirtyan is Lord Viṣṇu. Varnashram Dharma is also meant for that purpose. As stated in the Viṣṇu Puran 3.8.9. Varnashrama acharyavata purushena parapropumam Viṣṇuradyate panta Nanyatat tosha karanam. Human society is meant to follow strictly the Varna Ashram Dharma, which divides society into 4 social divisions: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. And 4 spiritual divisions: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and sannyasa. Varnashram Dharma easily brings one nearer to Lord Viṣṇu. It brings you nearer easily. You get a purport there? Okay. Who is the only true objective in human society. Nate vidu swarta gatim hi Viṣṇu. Therefore Yamaraj advises the Yamadutas to bring to him those persons who have forgotten their duties toward Viṣṇu. Yeah. Akritya Viṣṇu Krityam. One who does not chant the holy name of Viṣṇu, Krishna, who does not bow down to the deity of Viṣṇu, and who does not remember the lotus feet of Viṣṇu, is punishable by Yamaraj. In summary, all Avaishnavas, persons unconcerned with Lord Viṣṇu, are punishable. The truth certainly conquers. Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't have the name of God. Yeah. Yeah.
And the essence of Dharma. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm working on my other question.
Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah. We're Ona, a little child, so I like the desert, like that, Then we went to California, and I grew up there. I started in electrical engineering. I was building 5-stage super heterodyne AM radios with over-the-counter 12 AU7 vacuum tubes. If anybody knows electrical engineering, this is like big sociologist, Marshall McLuhan. He says, war is education. Yeah, it's one of the biggest things that happen in war. After World War I, all these thousands and thousands of soldiers all went to Paris and London. They're not going to go back and work on the farm after that. They want same thing, you know. Ways of to think. One very, very popular Chinese classic is The Art of War. It's been around for over 2,500 years. People analyze the Vietnamese dealings in the war and the Americans, and you can go through one step after another and see how they're applying the art of war, and they won. The Americans, when they signed the treaty, said, you never defeated us on a single battlefield. The Orientals laughed and said, you never knew where the battlefield was. we disabled your source of supply, and they had to pull out. Yeah. So very big encounter between Western thought and Oriental thought. And that's Prabhupada's duty, right? Paschatya Desha Tarine. Connect to these people and get them out. It's the duty of everybody here, right? You should all be planning on going to the West and saving us, right? Okay? With 25 rupees in your pocket. Yeah. So then electrical engineering. Then I changed to biological engineering, and I did surgery on dogs, right? Yeah. And they lived to tell about it afterwards, or bark about it. Woof, woof. Okay. But then it was the same model, extremely mechanistic. Yeah, yeah. The whole goes and does this and does that and does this and does that, and how one chapati finally comes down and makes you, the cells in your muscles. Now we understand what Euclid's Elements. Euclid's Elements was selling as many copies as the Bible in the 19th century. And so both sides were there. The Bible with monotheism and God, and beautiful saints with very beautiful visions and experiences, and trying to love God the same way Mother Mary loved him. A very beautiful tradition. But then the logical side came in very strong. Actually, Euclid's Elements, his book on logic, which I guess would be Sankhya or something, Nyaya, maybe more Nyaya, was lost to the West, but it came back in through Arabic translations into St. Thomas Aquinas. St. Thomas Aquinas was all in favor of explaining religion in terms of logic and machines, and we'll explain God this way. St. Bonaventura said, no, we should understand how nature is and be gentle with it and try to integrate with it and not try to analyze it so much. But the Pope said, Bonaventura, Aquinas. So at that point, our entire history of philosophy in the West, which India is following, then adopted this idea of analysis, Sankhya, cut everything into pieces, make little machines out of everything, make society, organize the state that way. Modi's on top. Modi has ministers. The ministers do this. It's all a little machine. Here I am, down here. Yeah. So there's a whole history of how this thought was developing it. And I was born on Guam, so I often feel like a Chinese monk trapped in a white man's body. Like that. Some people say they feel like a woman trapped in a man's body, but I feel like Chinese monk. I've always loved Chinese philosophy, culture, not Chinese food, but other things I like. I love it. I feel, okay. So, okay, science, and then biology, and then finally, I changed to psychology. Okay. And then I had to graduate. By that point, I had to graduate. So I graduated first place in psychology from the University of California with minor studies in biology and electrical engineering, and was offered full doctorate free of charge to UCLA, Northwestern, and Chicago. Went there, told my mentor, who was president of the American Psychological Service, what we're doing is Gandharva Veda. And he said, yeah. Ayurveda is realizing God through medicine. Vastu Veda is realizing God through architecture. Yeah. And Gandharva Kirtan. Yeah. And once you're dancing, then the next thing is you should start Nama, Rupa, Charit, Leela. Leela should start to become manifest. Hare Krishna, Hare Radha. They all should start to be there. You start thinking of the deities, and some pastimes are coming, and that's good kirtan. Nama, Rupa, yeah, Charit, Guna, yeah, Sangha, and Leela. Yeah. So we can judge how much we're actually chanting properly. We're chanting our rounds. It all should be there. So that's our yoga. It's a very good yoga. Describe how to create a certain bhava. The Acharya in the West is Aristotle. Aristotle's idea of drama was Gandharva Veda. He gets some of his friends, and they go to Burma, and they blow up the drug factory and rescue his sister. Okay, that's the plot. Kung Fu Killers of Hare Krishna Mountain. That's the movie. Okay. Some plot. Yeah. When you go to study motion picture making in UCLA, powerful place, one thing is screenwriting. They'll tell you the entire plot has to fit in one sentence that people can understand. Yeah. And then you expand that. So that was the West. Bharata Muni said the plot is important. Sri Kṛṣṇa Bhavanamrita Sangha. So consciousness is Bhavanamrita. Yeah, Bhava. Or Buddhi, perspective, attitude, like that. Yeah. On my attitude, I think. Yeah, like that. You see people, well, I don't know, Prabhu. I don't know, Prabhu. Yeah. The Tamagun, Rajagun, Sattvagun. Okay. So the idea of Bharata Muni is that when you go to the drama, it touches your bhava. Vibhava, Anubhava, Sattvika bhava, Vyabhichari bhava, and Sthai bhava. That's again his name now. One the Dandan, one Mayavadi Brahmachari Shaiva from Kashmir. I forgot his name. Something. And it comes down to Maharaj, Emperor Bhoja. Emperor Bhoja, maybe you know, very powerful person. And finally, it comes to Rupa Goswami. And the same terms, the same ideas, the same concepts are being passed on with different ideas about what is possible. What can we change? Can the actors experience Baba, or are they too busy, doing the kirtan properly? Or does the kirtan leader have to experience it? Or does he just do a technical kirtan and the audience will experience it? Yeah? This goes where they have no content. They do it really well. They communicate the bhava. Incredible. Yeah? So this is improvisational theater. It's a whole area where you can go and preach to people and they understand. In improvisational theater, they'll tell you the actor does his job with three things: his mind, his words, and his body. A sannyasi serves God with three things: mind, words, and body. It's with his intuition. Environment with a capital E. Virat Rup. Yeah. So you see different people are on different levels. Vedanti Tattvad Vedas. Direction of what is an educated man, what is the purpose of education, like that. And in between he was director of the Indian National Education Research Institute, like that. Very nice person, We're talking about making a movie about, going through art, going to the Supreme. We're going to probably get about 125. We start to, you say, you got to understand somebody's disease. You talk to them. You say, stick out your tongue. Let me take your pulse. Let me see your eyes. When does this happen? Then you understand, okay, he needs this medicine. It's a, some heavy football game on the air. Somebody gets hit. He knocks on the ground. His heart's not working. What do you do? In America, what do they do? These paddles, right in the airport. These things are there in the airport. They have instructions like that. Somebody has a heart attack. It's right. Defibrillators are right there in the airport. What you got to do is just rip the person's shirt open, smear the gel on them, stick the paddles there, and say, everybody stand back. Okay, fire. And something like 10,000 volts goes through your body. The whole body raises. They come off the ground, and you see if the heart started. If it didn't, you do it again. Okay. Okay. The guy can get off of heroin, right? Yeah. And after a week or so, you say, well, okay, now just, maybe a little bit less prasadam. Yeah. You don't tell you should eat prasadam until it comes out of your nose and ears, and you should engage in kirtan 24 hours a day with a devotee. No. Yeah. Different medicine for different people. Every single psychological circumstance you can encounter is in Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? Everybody you meet, if you know Srimad Bhagavatam, you go, oh, Daksha, Chaivana Muni, pregnancy of Diti in the evening. Yeah. If you know Bhagavatam, take it to heart. Wherever you go, a little bit, you can shake people, look at them, and, just what medicine they need. First canto, second canto, third canto. It's progressive. This is quite progressive. Yeah, like that. So, this is our job. Bhagavatam, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu says, the duty of the spiritual master is to teach Srimad Bhagavatam to the disciple. Yeah? And of course, Chaitanya Charitamrita is a Srimad Bhagavatam class. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is an extract of all of it, kind of concentrated down like that. But the Srimad Bhagavatam is the heart of our entire culture. So we're here now for a few days with the Ministry of Education. Where is it? Ram Giridhari, somewhere here. Okay, there he is. Yes, Ram Giridhari is the Executive Director of the Ministry of Education. Right? I guess his title, like that. I have one friend in Vrindavan. I was there for only one day. You come out, you take a Charanamrita and you come outside. Yeah, he's always right there. He's a International Transportation Resource Manager. Footstall wala. You got to give people a title so they feel important, International Transportation Resource Manager, Footstall wala. Okay, So he's the Executive Director of the Ministry of Education, and I'm on the Executive Committee. And where's Tapan Mishra? Tapan Mishra, you here? There he is. Okay, the Mataji Indira is over there somewhere. Yeah. So other people too. Anybody else wants to get involved? We're having an interim meeting here for the Ministry of Education, and we're trying to develop this. Trying to encourage people to chant Hare Krishna. If you do that all the time, you don't have to read Prabhupada's books. Prabhupada told that to Hansaduta. He said, the reason I'm writing these books is to encourage you to chant Hare Krishna. If you're convinced, you try and do that, and very quickly you realize you're not convinced. So then the books are here. So many books, different kinds of people, so many different kinds of people. It was designed for a symposium, so why not use it? We have an art exhibition before for maybe 2-3 weeks, beautiful paintings. It's sponsored by some department of cultural anthropology, Sanskrit department. People come and see the pictures. You invite the media, you invite school children, little prasadam. 1 week before, we have a few seminars on different topics in there. There's a tremendous amount about Varna Ashram. Divorce. Is divorce becoming a problem in India? Yeah. So one purport is just about that. It's the lightning flashing between different clouds. Sukadeva Goswami says, look at the lightning flashing between different clouds. This is just like a lusty woman, a beautiful, lusty woman who is not satisfied with one husband, even though he's very qualified, like a big rain cloud. Chanika? No, Chanika? Nobody. Maybe Chanika says, how can we call a woman chaste if she's embracing one man, looking at another, and thinking of a third? Right? Yeah. So very, very nice topic. In India, you might be a good topic. Divorce, the feminine element. Okay, draw some attention. Use the picture. Use the purport. Invite a lady sociologist and her followers to come. Have a symposium. Discuss this. Discuss our idea about what the contribution is. Base it on light of the Bhagavat. A couple of symposium, a couple lectures like that. Then on Saturday you can have a big symposium. We have a movie. It's extracted from Light of the Bhagavat. It was done by Oscar Natters, who last year was chosen Director of the Year by the Latin American community. So our movie is now worth a fortune. And it's incredible. It's 35. I've seen it 51 times, the movie. Spanish, English. He just takes out so many beautiful ideas and puts them in images, and just incredible. You watch the movie. Usually what happens after the movie, nobody claps. Everybody just kind of sitting there. Then they just start like clapping because it's so just incredible. He's on the level of bhava. He's on the level of virat rup. He's above karma. He's above jnana. He's on the level where he has to contemplate things. It's not enough just to understand the light of the Bhagavat. You got to get across where you can just, that's what a corrupt person is. That's what divorce is coming from. That feeling amongst women. And Prabhupada, So we have a whole symposium, based on light of the Bhagavat to reach people. If they like it, we bring them into nectar of instruction. And from that then they're into our community. So very, very nice. Use the books. Take them to heart. And when you meet people, you give them Prabhupada. So on. So, any final questions or comments? I guess you're supposed to hear. That's it. Bhadri Narayan Prabhu. Yeah. But you haven't got your... No. They've all become breathless.
Just quickly, you can say all this about, you can say about Bhav, you can say, how you were in electrical engineering and then you were in biological engineering, then you were dealing with the mind structures and...
Yeah.
Hey, but that works.
Yeah.
We can go in there and fix what's happening. We can go in there and fix your digestive system. We can build a big, tall building. You're just talking theory, sentiment, romanticism. Fine. We can feel so many things. We're getting something done. We're getting something done.
Yeah.
We've got a practical, step-by-step methodology.
Yeah. There was an Englishman. I think it addresses your question. We've been having a lot of jokes way back and forth. The guy said, "Can't you see, you damn fool? Leave me alone. I'm laying bricks." Okay, all right, excuse me. But the second person, all doing the same thing. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I'm making money to take care of my family, like that. Give some donations to church." Okay, thank you. Third person, doing the same thing. He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, it's really wonderful. We're building a church, and this is the wall that's going to go behind the main altar, and when it's dry in a few days, they'll come and hang marble here. And my children are very small now. My children are very small. But when they're big, a little bigger, I'm going to bring them here and show them how I helped to build this great cathedral." Yeah? They're all doing the same thing. Yeah? And what's the quality of the work? Right? Yeah. People know this. Okay. So, Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra ki jai. Mahaprasadam ki jai. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Kripa Sindhu Evata Patitana Vansha Kalpashta Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Vansha Kalpataruhayasya Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Vansha Kalpataruhayasya Kripa Sindhubhyeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Govind He Gopal He Dayal He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Dayalna He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna Prananath Anath Sakhi Prananath Anath Sakhi Deenadar Dhanivad He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Samrat Agamya Pura He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Dayalna He Govind He Gopal He Dayalna He Samrat Agamya Purna He Samrat Agamya Purna Moha Maya He Govind He Gopal गोपाल हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयाल अंधकूप महाभयान अंधकूप महाभयान नानगवा उतार हे गोविंद हे गोपाल हे दयाल हरे कृष्णा राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Namamishwaram Chidanandarupam Kundalam Go Kule Vrajamanam Namamishwaram Chidanandarupam Namamishwaram Chidanandarupam Ladat Kundalam Kule Vrajamanam Yashoda Viyolo Navamanam Yashoda Viyolo Hare Ram Hare Ram Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna माला आपके लिए तो रुकेगी थोड़ी, आपका टाइम पे आना चाहिए ना, अब चले चले आ रहे 9 बजे। हरे कृष्णा और तो भाग्यशाली व्यक्ति ले गया। हरे राम हरे राम ले जाओ ले जाओ ले जाओ ले जाओ Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Namo Radhikaye, Nadiamriyaye, Namo Anandila. Devaya Tuvyam Namo Leela Devaya Tuvyam उधर घड़ी की तरफ ऐसे देख रहे जैसे कल कारखाने चलने वाले हैं और वहाँ जाना है और मीटिंग है वो जेबीसी मीटिंग है ना जेबीसी मीटिंग है ना देना है ना भैया कहीं तो प्रेजेंटेशन देना है जीबीसी फुल फॉर्म क्या है जीबीसी फुल फॉर्म क्या है गवर्निंग बॉडी फिर सी का कमीशन गवर्नमेंट बॉडी कमीशन हमारे तो बड़े कल कारखाने चल रहे ऐसे देख रहे हो घड़ी की तरफ अभी आए भी 5-10 मिनट हुए हैं ना और देख रहे हो घड़ी की तरफ बहुत जैसे वहाँ जाना है मैं एक्चुअली क्या लेट हो रहा हूँ आज सुबह नहीं आ पा रहा हूँ इसलिए मेरे को बहुत हाँ क्या कर रहे हो सुबह अरे यार मिसेस काम नहीं होता ना यार वो सब मेरे को करना पड़ता है झाड़ू वाड़ू घर का लगाना करना क्या करें मजबूरी है हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण जिनका नाम है हरे कृष्णा वो हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण जिनका नाम है जिनका नाम है
ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री भगवान को, कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका नाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम। ऐसे श्री गोपाल को बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री गोपाल को बारंबार है। अद्भुत जिनकी माया है, राधा जिनकी छाया है। अद्भुत जिनकी माया है, ऐसे श्री गोश्याम को, ऐसे श्री भगवान को, ऐसे श्री गोपाल को, ऐसे जी घनश्याम को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम। आयो बाल ग्वाल संग धेनु चरायो, लूट लूट मागन गायो। बाल ग्वाल संग धेनु चरायो, ऐसे लीपा धाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे कृपा धाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है। ऐसे लीला धाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार। बोध वसुधा लाज बचायो, ग्रस गज को मत जुड़ायो। ऐसे नाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है, ऐसे कृपा धाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका नाम है। ऐसे जी भगवान को, ऐसे श्री गोपाल को, ऐसे लीला धाम को, ऐसे श्री घनश्याम को, ऐसे श्री पादाम को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम। को युद्ध मचायो, अर्जुन को उपदेश सुनायो, ऐसे दीनानाथ को बारंबार प्रणाम है, ऐसे दीनानाथ को बारंबार प्रणाम है। कृष्ण जिनका नाम है, गोकुल जिनका नाम है, ऐसे जी भगवान को बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार प्रणाम है, बारंबार। Hare Krishna, Krishna
जाना है जाना है जाना है, रिटायर हो गए तो बोले जाना है जाना है, अभी बेटे ने रिटायरमेंट के बाद ऊपर ही जाना है। ऐसे थोड़ी 100 साल। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे राम अपने को कहाँ पर मैं जेथल काय को टिका हुआ हूँ मैं 11 बजे जा पहुँचते हैं वहाँ 11 के 11:15 का 11 भी पहुँच जाए है ना 11 बजे से 11:15 टाइम है 11 बजे पहुँचते हैं ज़्यादा हल्ला कर देते डांट देते ये बीच में मोइन चली नहीं तो यहाँ तो 10 बजे पहुँचना पड़ेगा अपना। अब फिर मैं शोधन चला जाऊँगा मैं सीधा यहाँ। और प्रजापति को भी बोलूँगा बेवकूफ़ पलटा पलटी कर ले अभी। हाँ नहीं तो फिर यहाँ मैं समझा दूंगा वहाँ क्या क्या है। यहाँ पे भी समझाया इसको तो अब दिक्कत हो जाएगा किससे क्या करना है, कितने फालतू 4-5 लोग हैं उनको थोड़ा कर।
कब आओगे प्यारे कान
दया दृष्टि बनाए रखना भैया बड़े
श्याम सुंदर हे मुरलीना कब आओगे प्यारे कान कब आओगे प्यारे कान कुंवर कब आओगे प्यार कान कुंवर हे श्याम सुंदर हे मुरलीधर हे श्याम सुंदर हे मुरलीधर आरत जन तुमको पुकार रहे आकी नजर अंबर भी कर दो हम की नजर हे श्याम सुंदर हरे रामा हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे आरत जन तुमको पुकार रहे युग युग से बाट निहार रहे सदियों से बाट निहार रहे हम पर भी कर दो कृपा की नजर हम पर भी की नजर हे श्याम सुंदर हे मुरली हे राधा मदन हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन राधे जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन जय गौरनिताय गौरनिताय पतित पावन गौरनिताय जय जय नृसिंह प्रहलादेश जय जय नृसिंह जय जय जगन्नाथ जगन्नाथ बलदेव जय मरणि जय जय प्रभुपाद